I was baptized Lutheran
Okay.
when I was 6 years old,
Okay.
but I became a Christian in 1990, and I really don't consider myself exclusively to one denomination. I just
You're
love
Bible
Christ.
believing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we read your story, by the way, in Ebony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
very good article.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
very timely, as a matter of fact.
All right, we ready? Okay, let's go. All right, welcome back to this week's edition of
Let's
411.
start over. Let's
Okay.
start over. Okay, go ahead.
Welcome back to this week's edition of 411 Mag Praise. As you know, we're always trying to bring you people that are in our community, whether they choose to be role models or not. We have a very good person here for you today with the Dallas Mavericks, Hubert Davis. So, Ernest and Debbie, we're on the move with 411 Mag Praise. Mr. Davis, can I call you Hubert?
Yeah, you can call me anything. It's fine. It's fine.
It's interesting that you were reading your Bible before you came out and done the interview, which was right after practice. And do you find yourself witnessing to the other teammates?
Well, I thought it was a really unique situation. I just was going in there to work out, and a couple of guys started asking me some questions about sin and how to stay pure and about my faith, and I just saw it as an opportunity to really minister to them. That's the reason why we're here, not to shoot jumpers, and we wake up each day and we find an opportunity to serve the Lord, and it was just really awesome. I love the questions, and had a real good conversation.
Yeah. And Hubert, I noticed you have a tattoo on you with Jesus on it.
Yeah, I've got two. I've got one with Jesus and this one of my mother, my mom's
Okay,
name.
with
So
the cross.
yeah.
So you want to talk about that a little bit? There are some who would criticize you for having that.
Yeah.
And then there are some who would see it as a tool to witness and open the door to talk.
Yeah, I really haven't gotten too much criticism. It definitely does put me on the watch, because if you have this tattooed on your body, not only do you have to have faith, you have to have the deeds with it also. And I know that responsibility of representing the Lord, and it was just. I like to have that when I'm out there on the court. When I look down, I just feel like he's right behind me, and I feel like it's two people going against one, and that helps me out going against a lot of those guys in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. And how old are you?
28.
28, okay. So you're in that X generation.
No, my sister is. My sister is 22. She's in that X generation. I don't want to.
You barely made it.
I don't want to consider myself part of the X. Yeah, for me it's excellent.
Exalted.
Exalted. Yeah.
Let me ask you, where did you grow up, first of all?
I grew up right outside of Washington, D.C. It's in Springfield, Virginia. It's about 10 miles outside of D.C. So my dad still works there, and lived there all my life.
Because we noticed you have a slight accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not saying faux.
Okay.
As Texans do. One of the things, how hard is it to be, you have people like Charles Barkley who say, I don't want to be a role model, but yet he's seen by millions of young people, and sometimes even worship in a sense, when he's at his best. How do you see that as a challenge to be a Christian in an environment in which, everything is offered to you?
Right.
I'm sure you know that,
Right. It's tough. I'm not going to say that it's easy. All the things that you hear about that are available to us, it's right in front of us. And that's the most important thing, is that you have to stay focused, and you have to have people that hold you accountable. I'm really blessed to have AC on my team.
Yeah.
Not only are we Christian brothers, we're best friends too. So we always watch our backs on the road and while we're at home. And when you have those types of accountabilities as friends, it makes it a lot easier.
And then the tattoo on your arm, too.
Yeah, it does. I look at that, and I look at my mom, and then I feel like I've got all the strength I need.
What kind of mother did you have? It seems like you have a very strong relationship with her.
Yeah, well, the reason why I have this tattoo is my mom died when I was 16. She died of cancer, and pretty much that's why I became a Christian. From 16 till my second year in college, I actually hated God, and I couldn't understand why God would take away such a beautiful person. And I just looked at the news, and you see all these things happening to people, and you're just like, how come we couldn't take away them? Why do you have to take away such a beautiful mother? And
Well, we all have a lot in common.
Yeah.
My wife's mother died about 8 years ago of cancer, and
Okay.
my mother died about 5 months ago
Okay.
from a
Sick
liver
illness,
disease.
liver disease,
Yeah,
so-
and so we all, you know, I've been struggling. I had nightmares about that, you know, last night, as a matter of fact.
Right.
But, you know, you don't want to be one of those people to, you know, when you see a brother coming and he's always preaching to you, you turn to, you know, tend to go the other way.
Right.
And so we don't want to be, you know, the type of Christian that's always preaching.
Right.
That's why we try to develop relationships with people.
Right.
How do you think today's youth, in dealing with, you know, contemporary Christian music, the crossover appeal, gangster rappers who are turning their lives over to Christ, just a whole change of reaching young people with a message? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, I spent some time this summer with youth ministry back in Springfield, Virginia, and it was really interesting in learning how to communicate to the kids of today. And I guess the biggest thing that I got the best response was being real, and just being open if you don't understand a part of the gospel, being open about what your feelings, what your weaknesses are, and the kids really responded to that. You know, they, just like you said, someone always preaching, and that's the thing that I was talking to the guys in the locker room prior to that I came down here, was that, you know, I'm not perfect. You know, I don't have all the answers. I struggle
You're
just as
Christian
much
under
as you do.
construction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they look at AC and I, and they think we're just, you know, perfect. And I had to show them in the Bible, look, you know, we're all sinful, and, you know, I have a relationship with Christ, and that's where they need to get to, but we all fall short of the glory.
One more question for you. What would you say to a young person that's out there watching before we introduce this next video? Not this young person, you know, our baby's here. Our baby's always on the set with us, so y'all know that sound. What would you say to them right now if they were looking, somebody's out there looking for Christ right now, and they don't know how to get that personal relationship, or it may not be popular to do this? What would you say to them to be the first step?
Oh, to find Jesus. That's a good question. I feel that God always has a specific plan for everyone, and that it's always an opportunity that we're here on this earth to serve Him. And I just believe people should open up their heart and ask questions. A lot of times, the way I became a Christian is because I started asking questions, started trying to find out more about, you know, what's going on. And I just ask youth to just give their life to Christ and just try just to learn and to ask people that are accountable. And I feel if they do that, everything will work out.
All right, well, we're going to get into this next video, and we thank you for taking the time out with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And hopefully we're going to come in the future with AC Green as we're going to continue our Christian sports segment on 411 Mag Praise. Hey, the next video is coming up right now, 411 Mag Praise.
See you.
Okay,
Interview well.
okay,
Thanks.
let's go ahead and get a tight shot of the tattoo so you have something to edit.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
If you'll just turn your arm toward me real quick.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
And then I want to get a shot of him with the tattoos and the Bible. And you are real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you're a real person.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. Those guys are pretty good.
And if you notice, we didn't ask any sports-related question. I mean, this is, you
Okay.
hear all of that on all of that stuff.
Okay.
We really try to keep it, you know, Christian focused.
Okay.
So we didn't ask for any predictions.
Okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Sorry it took so long from.
Oh, no, we
To
don't
get
mind.
down there,
We appreciate the
Okay.
interview.
I just got to remember my military days. I was in
Yeah.
the military.
Okay.
Hurry up and wait. Be there at 7, and you may do something at 11.
Okay.
We're getting used to that.
Okay.